Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to throw. It's Oliver. Right on the money. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
On the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Look at the big fella roll. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. from the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down.
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. He fires one deep over the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Back to throw, it's Oliver. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw. It's Oliver. Got his man all by himself. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, running a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Out of the end zone. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Oh my, he just shanked that one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Dropping back, it's Oliver. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Oliver. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him else.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Verrier.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And they'll knock him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Oliver. Quickly complete. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game.
Ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense, the ball back in great field position. A great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Oliver. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Makes the grab. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll run it. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete to the right. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Oliver. Makes the catch, it's Westbrook.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. And the Trojans are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing because you got more guys that can really rush the passer.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
34, USC 21.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. The give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
He doesn't need it to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Oliver. Working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Westbrook. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm. Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Garrett. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garrett. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Quarterback's
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Westbrook. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He'll take a deep shot here. Got it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Trojans want to move quickly. looking downfield, it's Oliver. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked.
Touchdown, Trojans! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Garrett. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Hard running there. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Slams ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Back to throw, it's Oliver. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisville. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He wants it all. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to pass. It's Garrett. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. At the 35, he's loose.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And
with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Oliver. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, both these defensive coordinators, they are scratching their heads. They're just trying to find an answer for each of these offenses because they are getting gashed, and we've seen it all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. Finds a tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the run, it's Verrier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at